21. Up by the park, near to where old Mick lived, stood a group containing 4 men. Solomon and Frederick were back with more worried family members, but none were vigilante material like Jones and Bolton. They were just out because they wanted to help keep everyone safe. They didn't believe that the police were sorting things out, so needed to stand up and protect their families. The residents from their street were on edge and didn't understand why Bolton and Jones had been arrested. So the men were chosen to find answers. But the 2 newcomers seemed more excited to be out. Enrique, a 25-year-old man of Spanish origin, stood next to Bob, a West Indian man in his mid-40s. He was chubby and slow, but preferred to be out in the cold than indoors with his nagging wife. "I think it'll snow again soon," Solomon said. "How do you know?" Enrique replied. "Because I do." "Okay, if you say so." The men split up, leaving Bob to walk down a back street leading to the side of Mick's house. He stared at the sky as he neared, thinking Solomon could be right about the snow as he shone a torch at the ground, feeling shocked after noticing red spots in the slushy ice. He knelt to inspect it, touching the sticky liquid to feel sick, as the bug swooped with the silence and speed of an assassin to slit his throat. He desperately gripped the stinging wound as blood gushed out to paint a picture in the snow, his energy fading quickly to collapse in a heap as the bugs pounced on his back to burrow into his skin. He reeled around in pain, desperately searching for someone nearby, but there was no sign as a faint groan escaped his mouth. He cringed, gurgling blood, his hands letting go of his throat to produce a silent scream as his spine snapped. Then the bugs ripped his legs clean off. Frederick closed in, shining his torch to follow the same path, but chattering noises forced him to beam light up the side of a building. He shook his head after seeing nothing, thinking the dark was playing tricks on him. "Can you see him?" shouted Solomon. Frederick stared at the building until the chattering faded, shrugging his shoulders before walking up the same back street to stand where Bob was last seen. He turned to see Solomon wave before turning back to suddenly disappear. "Did you see that?" Enrique shouted, breathing heavily as he raced over to Solomon. "See what?" Enrique, still panting, pointed towards the back street, but Solomon was lost as to why he was upset and breathing like someone who just completed a workout. "See what?" he asked again. "He disappeared. He just vanished," Enrique hollered. "I know he did. He's gone round the back of the houses." But Solomon's sentence was cut short after Enrique began to cry. "What's wrong?" "He never got that far because he vanished into thin air."